Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, of course, I'm your favorite random man, Fitch King of YouTube. Terrence was in the building today, and welcome to another reaction to video, guys. So, before we get started in today's video here, this was supposed to be a trailer reaction to the Joker trailer, but come to find out that the trailer I was watching was picked together, and so it really wasn't a real trailer, so I'm not sure. So I gotta wait for the real thing. I wanted to do the Mortal Kombat trailer, but I was like, you know what? I've been putting off this Fantastic Four marathon for quite so long now, and I plus my buddy said I would do the trick since I did the Fantastic Four movie, the '94 movie. You know, you check up there, you know, and that way you can get the so you can see my reaction to that. That's why I got my buddy Thing Grim right here. The Thing, yeah, I had this thing since God, I don't know how long I had it. You can kind of tell, you look at it real closely, it's kind of run down, but it's still there. You know, got a little ink drawing in there, but anyways, so this is why we're here today, because we're going to talk about the first Fantastic Four movie. And I have to say, and to be honest, it is really mediocre at best. Again, I'm using that word again, mediocre. But in all rest, it was kind of a good, you know, it's for an origin story, yeah, pretty good. But like I said, we got to me, it was a good cast for me, because we got Eon Grunford, he played Mr. Fantastic. You know, he was on the San Andreas. Jessica Alba, of course. Michael Chiklis, who did Shield, the TV show called The Shield. Of course, those you don't know, he also did Curly in the Three Stooges documentary movie. And we got Jillian McMahon, who played Dr. Doom, of course, and Chris Evans, pre-Captain America. So the first time I heard about this movie, I was really excited. And this is way before I started doing the step thing. This is way before I started doing my little reaction to trailers and stuff like that. I was excited by. I remember when I bought the game, and I'm just going a little side note. So when I bought the game, I had a little Fantastic Four wristband. Then if you buy the game for the Fantastic Four movie, you also get tickets for the Fantastic Four movie. So yeah, so it was really, I was wild, but yeah, because so anyways, let's get into it, because basically, you know, because we got Reed, Johnny Sue, of course, and basically we go to Dr. Doom, or we're gonna call him Victor. I hate when I say guys. You know, Victor had his own building. He was rich, but in a little bit he was kind of going bankrupt. So, you know, of course, what happened is Reed goes to Victor. Was surprisingly that Sue was dating Victor. Was really blowing my mind. I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of weird. But of course, you know, they say, hey, we're gonna go to space, and they get ready to go to space. Now, I will always commend Fantastic Four, the first film, for keeping that family-based aspect. I'm gonna get more of that. Pretty much, they go to space. They get hit by this little cosmic cloud, whatever, how it happens. It was kind of weird how they did it. Because when the cloud hit, like how they did it, like Reed would be a little bit like, it showed like an after image of him being stretchy. They show Johnny, he turned a little flame, he turned into a fire bit, Sue turned invisible. You know, Ben was, I can't remember if they showed him a bit rocky or not, but other than that, it was no, that's pretty much the trend for their crash land. Then they in one of Victor's someplace, I want to say it's not Antarctica. I can't remember what facility it was at. So they're doing tests on him. Like, Victor starts showing little scars for a little bit on one side of his face. At one point, what I thought was really funny, that and again, I commend Chris Evans, because the first time I actually heard of Chris Evans when he did Not Another Teen Movie, And for him to jump in this kind of, he still had that little comedic aspect because Captain America is more of a serious character. But I commend him for doing this. I am, because now he's an action star now, and to me he's one of the best Captain Americas I've ever seen. Only so far, but he played a trick on Ben, and he was saying like, Ben, you don't want to see yourself around. Pretty much, you don't want to see yourself. He's like, give me the mirror, Johnny. And then he looked in the mirror, and me and everybody else in the theater thought he was his Rocky form. That's not the case, man. He was still, still human, and he's like, and then Johnny just walks on laugh, and that's why I like. I'm going a little bit further ahead, but that's what I like about this film, because they, like I said before, they kept that family aspect. Well, actually, the two sequels, because you didn't really see it maybe that much in the '94 movie, and you really didn't see it in the reboot. But because Ben and Johnny was always neck and neck, they was always going at one another, and I that's the one thing I always love about the Fantastic Four. It is that family aspect, and like Ben would treat Johnny as his brother. It was like a brotherly love aspect of it. And so at one point, they show Reeve got a little gray, but not too much gray, and pretty much Johnny he goes snowboarding with this one nurse, and when he started to get on fire a little bit, and pretty much when he hit a slope, somewhere he almost flew and hit the water, and him and the girl had a good time. So then while that was happening, Ben got Sue and Reed together. They having dinner, but Ben started having something happened to him. They didn't know what was happening to him. But while this was going on, because Ben went to his room, and next thing you know, it's I'm talking too fast. Sue started turning invisible. Reed started stretching. So it's happening, I guess, in a snail-like pace, if I can say that. It was definitely like in a snail-like pace. But eventually, Ben transformed to his Rocky form. He escapes the building, and everybody's gonna look for him. Ben tried to get a hold of his wife, and she sees him in his Rocky form. She's scared of him now. Then an accident happened. Because when Ben, some guy was trying to jump off the bridge in New York, and Ben saved him. This big accident happened. Then next thing you know, they see. I say it's how. Oh no, I'm talking to it. So guys, please forgive me because it's been a long time since I seen this movie. But nonetheless, so pretty much they stopped this big accident from happening. They all use their powers to stop the explosion. Reed, Johnny, they everybody. So now that the bastard been Reed trying to find a way to get Ben back to him, but at the same time, they discover more of their powers. Reed tells Johnny he can't go swim over his bad, and then Reed actually made everybody their suits. So it was, so again, I'm not trying to go word for word what happened. I know I'm trying to skip on lots of parts because what's going on with Victor. Victor's power is he's more, I won't say he studied magic, if I can say. He's like genius level intellect, just like Reed, but Reed just a little bit more better than Doom. But at one point, he kills one of these suits for trying to taking his business away. But no, Doom loves power. What man don't want power? But man with power want more power. I'm probably saying it wrong, but forgive me. But pretty much what's going on now is like oh, okay, so now we got I need to break all of them up. I gotta do it some type of way. So Victor tells Ben, like, again, I want to point out I want to say this right quick because another part that happened in the movie, again, it's mediocre and it really wasn't that good. I know a lot of people got a mixed reaction out of it, but it's what ended up happening was, like, Johnny, he's at this little motocross event and he's doing these little tricks, and then he does this one trick and he kind of fly, like he flames on, and then he missed the bike and he lands, but he's okay. But so they're asking Johnny, like, what's your name? Like, I don't use torch. Oh, that's Mr. Fantastic. That's Invisigirl, and that's it. We call him the Thing. And so now again we get Johnny and Ben get ready to go at it, but Sue stops them both. So all that's going on. So again, now going back to Victor, what Victor is doing now, he want to separate the group so that way he can get more power. So first thing first, while Reed and Sue are gone, Victor somewhat helped Ben becomes human again, but by exposing more to that radiation. And the one part I want to get at is again, Fiend's transformation is tied to his emotions, and they touched on that. They touched on it in the comics, and it was in the comics, and they touched on that in the '94 movie. This movie, along with Silver Surfer, the Rise of Silver Surfer, and with the reboot, they never touched on that. I was like, and that kind of bummed me out when I watched the film. I was like, oh, because I remember reading about it, and said that's true. But Ben is turned to normal, and Victor just slaps the crap out of him. He gets his Doom mask, and so now since he got rid of Ben, now he's trying to get rid of Johnny. He shoots a rocket at Johnny because it's a heat-seeking rocket. Johnny flies out the way, and he blasts this shit with a whole bunch of trash on there, and then it explodes. Johnny's in the water. Victor kidnaps Reed. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. What happened was Victor kidnaps Reed. He's super cool in Reed, so he can't stretch, so he kind of breaks it. He's like trying to bend his finger back and everything, and so on and so forth. Sue comes in, tries to save Reed, but Doom stops her. So then Ben comes back in saying the also famous line.
And this. No, Vic, it's clobbering time.
Clobbering time. Hit CM Punk said it too. So yeah, it's clobbering time. Okay, I'm done. But the fight all in all with the in the scene wasn't. The fight between Victor and Doom was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that fight, but everything else was pretty bland. Again, mediocre. Again, it's just an origin story, and I almost forgot Kerry Washington played Alicia Masters. I love Kerry Washington. She's hot. But so anyways, I know this is my brief summary how I feel about Fantastic Four. To me, trailer wise, it was okay. I mean, it got me hyped for the film. Don't get me wrong, I was definitely hyped for the movie. It just didn't come out right in a sense. Again, I commend at that time. Again, I think with Marvel, they was definitely finding the mark. Cause again, like you look at Spider-Man, Blade, and a lot of things. I think the Incredibles came out before the Fantastic Four did, and a lot of people. It's definitely a different comparison to. They both have some comparison to one another. Where you got Reed and Sue with their complicated rich stuff. You got Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl with their with their troubling relationship as well. Then you got the kids. Then you got it's like it was, and some people say Incredibles was a better superhero family movie. It was better than Fantastic Four, and I am inclined to agree that they are right. That the Fantastic Incredibles were better than Fantastic Four. But again, like I said, it was mediocre. I didn't hate it. I did have when I initially went to the theater for this, I did have mixed emotions with it. But yeah, that's pretty much summing it up there for the Fantastic Four. So the next two reaction videos I am gonna do, like I said, I still want to do Mortal Kombat 11. I want to get through this Fantastic Four marathon not real quick, but I want to get through this one first. Then hopefully I can do Mortal Kombat story mode, do the story trailer. Yeah, I can, go on and everything else. But I may do that Joker reaction. I'm just not sure yet about how to go about doing it. But anyway, the next one will be Rise of the Silver Surfer, which I think is which is way better than the first Fantastic Four movie. And don't worry, being here, we'll be back. But anyways, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and please, I'm gonna say it again, please, you guys stay random, and I'll see you all I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
Weather and every day is like December, so bring out your coats, bring out your sweaters. There's no telling when this weather is gonna get better, cause I remember